Adding mixed numbers. Before we start looking into how to add mixed numbers, let's look at some common facts. Now, a mixed number is a whole number and a proper fraction together. So 9 3 by 5 is a mixed number because 9 is a whole number, 3 by 5 is a proper fraction, and that's why 9 3 by 5 make it a mixed number. What is a proper fraction? A fraction in which the numerator is smaller than the denominator is called a proper fraction. Now, whenever we are writing the answers and it has a fraction, we must always make sure that the fraction is written in its simplest form. For example, 4 by 12. Now, 4 by 12, 4 can be divided by 4. 12 can as well be divided by 4, which means both the numerator and denominator can be divided by 4. So we need to go ahead, divide them, and the answer that we get 1 by 3 is called as the simplest form of 4 by 12 because we cannot simplify it anymore. There isn't any factor that is common to both 1 and 3. Now 9 3 by 5 is a mixed number and it can also be written as 9 plus 3 by 5. They both have the same meaning. Let's look at the first example, 5 4 by 10 plus 4 2 by 10. The first step in addition is we add the whole numbers. So 5 plus 4 gives us 9. The second step we add the two fractions. 4 by 10 plus 2 by 10 gives us 6 by 10. Now ideally 9 6 by 10 is a mixed number because it has a whole number and the fraction has the numerator is smaller than the denominator. But we need to see if 6 by 10 is in its simplified form, and we can do that by finding the common factors of 6 and 10. Now looking at 6, 6 times 1 is 6. So 6 and 1 are factors of 6. 2 times 3 is as well 6, so 2 and 3 are as well factors of 6. In the same way, the factors of 10 are 10, 1, 2, 5, because 10 times 1 is 10, 2 times 5 is 10, so 10, 1, 2, 5 are as well factors of 10. Now looking at the factors of both the numbers, we can see 2 is common to both, which means 6 can be divided by 2 and 10 can be divided by 2, and the final simplified version of 9 6 by 10 is 9 3 by 5. Now let's look at the second example, 7 9 by 8 plus 5 2 by 8. As the first step we add the two whole numbers to get a 12. We add the two fractions to get a 11 by 8. Now looking at 11 by 8, the numerator is greater than the denominator and it's an improper fraction, which means we need to convert it into a proper fraction. Now in the previous video, we saw how to convert improper fractions into a mixed number. So we will try converting improper fraction into a mixed number because once we get the mixed number, we know that it has a proper fraction. So this whole number this mixed number will be fixed. So now let's look at 12 11 by 8. We can write it as 12 plus 11 by 8. Now we will focus here on 11 by 8. We will keep 12 plus as it is, and 11 by 8 we can write it as 8 by 8 plus 3 by 8, because if you add 8 by 8 plus 3 by 8 it gives you 11 by 8. The reason why we wrote it as 8 by 8 is because in the next step we are going to convert this 8 by 8 to 1, because we know 8 by 8 is one whole, and we keep 3 by 8 as it is. Now we get 12 plus 1, which is 13, so 13 3 by 8 is our final answer. Look at the third example. So we add the two whole numbers, we get 12 plus 3 15. We add the two fractions, we get 16 by 12. Now 16 by 12 is an improper fraction, which means we need to convert it into a proper fraction. So we can write it as 15 plus 16 by 12. Now we keep 15 plus as is, and we convert this improper fraction into a mixed number. We can write it as 12 by 12 plus 4 by 12, which means we can change the 12 by 12, we can replace it with a 1 because they both are same, and 4 by 12 we keep it as it is. The final answer we get is 16, 4 by 12. Now once again we have this question, is 4 by 12 in its simplified form? We don't know. Let's see. So what we will do is we will first write all the factors of 4, and we get the factors as 4, 1, 2. We write all the factors of 12, and they are 12, 1, 2, 6, 4, and 3. Now, comparing the factors of both the numbers, we see 2 and 4 are common to both of them. But we will take the greater of the two common numbers, which is 4, and we can divide 4 by 4. We can divide 12 by 4. So the simplified version of the mixed number will be 16, 1 by 3. Again, we add the whole numbers, we get 9. We add the fractions, we get 14 by 10. We need to make this improper fraction into a proper fraction. So we write 14 by 10 as 10 by 10 plus 4 by 10. We can replace 10 by 10 with 1, and we can get the final answer as 10, 4 by 10. Now once again, is 4 by 10 in its simplified form? Let's see the factors of 4 and the factors of 10. Now we can see that 2 is a common factor, which means we can divide 4 by 2 and 10 by 2, and after division we will get 10, 2 by 5, which is the final answer. Hope the video was helpful. Thank you.